doesn't go for 150, we're going to get 200,000 for it, guaranteed. I've never had so much response in my entire life.
That's good. I'm glad that you're promoting the out of it. Now pull it from the auction. They came and bailed it out. I told you that when we got into this deal, these guys have got up until the 12th hour to bail it out.
Do you know how much money I put on this thing? Advertising. Hold up. I can't even believe it.
Don't make him angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. No, he's not the Incredible Hulk. He's the Incredible Liquidator. Jeff Schwarz with us this morning. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you, and congratulations. Season 4 kicking off on OLN.
Yep.
Tomorrow night, right? 9:30?
9:30, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and this time you take us on quite the adventure.
Well, yeah, this year it was quite unique. We actually went to Indonesia. Right?
Really?
Yeah, and we literally got on an airplane. They said, what are you going to do when you get there? Well, we're going to go look at this one particular deal, and next thing you know, we're like on the street corners. We're in a place called Java, like it's just like outside of this town called Semarang, in the middle of nowhere. Here we are walking down the street doing deals. And what was really cool, we're on this really crazy road, like it's all pavement, not even pavement, sorry, it's all like a back alley gravel.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there filming, and all of a sudden these people came driving, Liquidator, Liquidator. I'm like, what? And these guys from Belgium that watch a show, here you are in the middle of nowhere, coming over and talking to you.
Isn't that amazing? Was it different to negotiate buying and selling with people in Indonesia versus in Canada or in the United States?
Well, yeah, it is a little bit. And when we went to some of the street vendors, you know, everybody wants to buy like a piece of some kind of sculpture they want to take home as a souvenir. So you walk up to these guys, and I'm really hammering them hard. And they're like, kind of looking at me like, okay, let's do it this way. Wow, you look so nice today. Is this your place? What a well-established business, you know. So we're doing this sort of, and that worked. We ended up getting quite a bit of stuff. And
the kinder, gentler complimenting went farther.
It went further, not in China, but in Indonesia, it sure worked.
So
and you know,
do you take us to China as well?
No, we didn't go to China, but we do a little bit of other stuff in China that we tried to do, but it's just a long story. Didn't work out.
Okay, we'll tune in. We'll tune in and find out more about that. But give us some tips. What are your best tips? Because we love your fiery attitude, and not everybody can have that. Well, I'm doing it or I'm not. Or is that what we need to have when we're negotiating?
Well, you know what? Sometimes coming in, you know, with the gun, sword, and everything else, it doesn't actually work. With me, it's every circumstance is different, and there's not really any tips to actually give you. It's just be yourself, try to relax, and let it happen.
You got to read the room a little.
That's right.
Know your
audience.
Need. Right, and so many people undersell, whether it be themselves, their service, or something that they're trying to sell, thinking, okay, well, I don't want to lose this deal. Do you often recommend coming forward with your price, or do you go a little bit high and let the other person feel like they're getting the deal?
You know, it depends really on the circumstance when you're walking in. You know what? Everyone likes to feel like they're getting a deal. Like it's just like yourself. You got a pair of boots. You walk in a store, you got them on sale for $49.99.
Yeah.
And you know, you walk out and they go, oh my God, I got those for $50. Regular $399. You know.
Right.
So it's the same thing with this business. And all of a sudden now we got a TV show in 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And you know now what the show has done though is it's brought people from all over, not just Canada, but from all over the world. They come in, they go, I want to beat this guy. And you know what? Sometimes they do, because you know what? I still got to put money in my till. I still got to sell it. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm losing the battle. It's just how motivated you are to buy and how motivated you are to sell. Right.
Now, watching that clip that we showed coming into this interview, very fiery, very emotional. Some people say, oh, that's just staged.
Well, it's interesting. This show is not staged at all. This show is 100% real. Like when we went to this trip in Indonesia, and why I'm harping on it, it's not just a Canadian show, but even if you watch any of these shows down in the States, it's easy to go to Europe. But to go in the middle of nowhere in this town called Semarang, Jepara, and actually walk off of a plane with nothing. We actually filmed for 3 days. We're sitting having a drink when it's all over. I'm with the director and producer. Guy walks up, he says, are you kidding me? You bought 2 containers in 3 days? I've been doing this for 38 years. How is this possible? And it was just like, okay, you go with gut instinct and you hope you're right. Because there you actually prepay for the goods before they actually leave, and you don't even know if you're going to get rocks. So when you tune in, you'll see actually what happened.
We'll see if you got rocks. It's Jeff Schwarz, the Liquidator. His show, season 4, premieres on OLN tomorrow evening. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for
having me. And I wore the boots for you. I'm so glad you brought them up.
I'm sure you paid $89.99.
Yeah, something like that. Actually, I got a really good deal. Thanks for this.
We're inside the warehouse of Burnaby?
No, Lord's Shoes on South Granville. Go there. It's a great place to get shoes. Your wife will love you for it.